Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends, and welcome to another Prayer for Peace moment. Thank you for joining us in this current to spread the good and multiply it through the power of our feelings, thoughts, and collective vibrations as co-creators. Tonight, we are going to learn from Carlos Pastorino from the book Minutes of Wisdom how God is within us, because we too, every one of us, are children of God's love. Let us now then prepare ourselves to receive the spiritual vitamin from on high. We will now read the message so we can soak in the wisdom and light in the words. Then we will bring a couple of highlights, propose a therapeutic exercise, and end these moments with a prayer of gratitude. So thank you for joining in, and let us already feel the embrace of the mentors who count on each and every one of us to multiply their vibrations of love through our good thoughts and good feelings right here and right now. Let us then begin these moments by reading our inspirational message. 1 second, friends. Okay, this message can be found in English in the Spiritist Magazine, issue 57. And the message is as follows: God is everywhere. Therefore, He is also within us and within all people around us, good or bad. Everything comes from God. Everything is divine manifestation. Even what appears to us to be evil or an error can be the cause of future benefit. Our suffering results from ignoring this basic truth. God directs all events because He is in everything. This message is concise but powerful because it guides us towards the light of the truth, and only the light of the truth can free us from the heavy shackles of lack of knowledge, dear friends. So, what do we learn from this message? We learn that God is everywhere, including within us, and that even the events which we may label temporarily bad or evil have an educational purpose designed by God to show us a virtue that we are reincarnated to acquire, or an opportunity for us to exercise a virtue that is already incipient within us, that is already beginning to grow within us, like the mustard seed that Master Jesus mentioned in his gospel. The mustard seed Master Jesus mentioned can remove mountains. So challenging events are like the tiny mustard seeds that God grants us in order for us to have the necessary strength to remove the mountains that we are reincarnated to dissolve. What might be such mountains, dear friends? The mountains of vanity, when we think that we know best and our answer, our word is always final. The mountain of selfishness, when we spend 24 hours only thinking about ourselves. Yes, the mountain of gossiping, when we use the power of words to hurt rather than to heal. So there are many mountains that we agreed before reincarnating that we would be enrolled in the school of life to dissolve. So God allows for challenges to come our way so that we get out of our comfort zones and work towards our very own greater good. This is why in this message from Minutes of Wisdom, Carlos Pastorino tells us that God is in everything, including in situations which we, because we do not know better yet, may label as evil or bad. So let us tonight, dear friends, embrace this invitation from on high and find God within us. Yes, let's find God in the plan that God designed for us. Let us pray and meditate together upon what might be the number one reason why we are reincarnated. What might be the central educational purpose as to why God has allowed our lives to be in this particular manner? Why have we reincarnated in the family that we have? Why do we have the profession we have? Why do we attract a particular type of people in our lives or towards us? What are the lessons that God, in His mercy and love, is willing for us to learn? And what are the virtues that God is planning for us to acquire? Let us look at our lives, dear friends, from an immortal, much higher perspective, loving perspective, because this is how we will recognize God's presence within us in the molding of this reincarnation ever so perfectly that after reflection and effort to recognize God, we will see that every event in our lives is an act of God's love. So, feeling God's love within and beyond us, let us now pray in gratitude for Spiritism provides us with the tools through which we can re-signify what we often see as suffering. What a true blessing. Let us pray then, beloved friends. Closing our eyes and opening our hearts, listening symbolically to the sound of silence. We thank God for the beat of our hearts. We thank God for every breath we take. We thank God for the trillions of cells that form our physical vest. We thank God for the family which has allowed for us to reincarnate out of God's mercy. We thank God for each and every person in our lives, for we know they are messengers of the On High, signaling to us exactly what we reincarnated to learn. We apologize, dear Lord of Light, for the many times in which we have been blind and unwilling to recognize your greatness, your kindness, and your love present in every detail of the present. We are now ready, dear Lord of Life, to recognize the present as a true gift from you to each and every one of us. And knowing that we cannot keep such wisdom and love to ourselves, we now visualize the shepherd of our souls, the governor of this planet, Master Jesus amongst us. We visualize his loving heart, emanating love, compassion, and healing towards all of our brothers and sisters who are hospitalized. All of our brothers and sisters preparing to discarnate or reincarnate. May they feel enveloped in God's love wherever they may find themselves. We also pray for all of those shackled to guilt and shame, praying that they find comfort in the fact that they are children of God's love. We also pray for those with whom we are in need of reconciling, visualizing Master Jesus offering us a white rose, perfumed and enlightened with his love, for our hearts to heal as we offer this beautiful flower to the brothers and sisters we are still learning to love. And we say to Master Jesus that recognizing that all is love, we too are willing to love, visualizing emanations that are contrary to fraternity, dissolving in Master Jesus' loving light. We now visualize our homes being bathed in his divine presence, our workplaces being illuminated in his divine light. We also visualize prisons, refugee camps, psychiatric institutions, and those thinking of either committing homicide or suicide, being embraced by the loving heart of our sweet and noble Mother Mary, thanking her for embracing humanity with her loving heart. We visualize her offering baskets of healing love to everyone that feels forsaken, melancholic, or desperate. May a shower of healing light cover all homes on earth in blessings and envelop the whole planet in divine love as we find God within today and in every day to come. And with your permission, dear Lord of life, beloved Master Jesus, loving and kind Mother Mary, and dear mentors from on high, we ask you for your permission to finalize this prayerful moments. Thank you, dear friends. What a blessing to be together in the good. Let us continue finding God in our lives because God has always been there. Now we shall have eyes to see. Let us enjoy the journey as we continue to stay tuned right here on Kardec Radio because, of course, we know it. Right here, we are always nourishing our souls. Many blessings, dear friends, and until next time.